to my YouTube channel. So today what we are going to do is we are going to use a Python script to upload files to our S3 bucket, Amazon Web Services S3 bucket. So basically I have created a bucket. This is if I go to this AWS YouTube 136, so you see there is no objects right now. Okay, so we'll be uploading the file into this particular bucket from via our Python script which I'll write. So it's a simple 2 lines of code. We are going to use the upload file method. Okay, so let's start. So before we start, I will do some configurations because right, so whenever we are dealing with Amazon AWS, so we have an access id and secret key, right, for command line access to Amazon Web Services. So what we need to do, we need to configure those. So I'm into this AWS Cloud Shell. Okay, what I'll do, AWS configure, I'll fire the AWS configure command. I'll just hit enter. It will ask me for the access id. So now in this particular case, I have already given the AWS access id. So you need to provide the access key id which you have for your account. Once you hit enter, then it will ask you for the secret key. So just enter the secret key. In my case, I have already entered. And once I hit again enter, then it asks for the default region name. So I am dealing with the US East 1 region for AWS. So I have already configured it and hit enter, and this I don't need to pass. Okay, so once you do this, like provide your access key id and secret key, your setup is done for the command line access to the AWS services. Okay, so once this particular step is done, we'll go back to our AWS console, and this is the particular bucket we'll be using in our Python script. Okay, so we'll be going to upload the file into this particular bucket. So I'll go back and I'll be using Google Colab for writing my Python script. Okay, so in this particular case, if your account doesn't have Boto3, so Boto3 is a library we are going to use for interacting with our Amazon AWS S3 services. Okay, so what I'll do, pip install. First I'll install Boto3. Okay, pip install Boto3. Run this particular command. So in my case, it's already there. Okay, so this step is executed. I'll add one more code cell. Now we'll write a script to upload our files. Okay, import Boto3. So now once we have installed it, we are going to import it in our code. Import Boto3. Then what I'll do, I'll create one variable s3 client equals Boto3 dot Boto3.client, and we are going to deal with the S3 services of AWS, right? So I'll pass S3. Okay, then s3.meta dot client dot upload file. Okay, so this is the upload file method we are going to use. Now this particular method takes 3 parameters. Okay, the first will be the file path. So in my case, I already have this particular CSV. Okay, I'll just copy this path. I'll paste it. Then the second parameter it takes is the bucket name, right? So in our case, we have already created a bucket, and this is our bucket name, S3 bucket. Okay, I'll go back to my collab. I'll pass this as a second parameter, which will be my bucket name, and the third parameter is the file name, using which we want our final file to be created in a S3 bucket. So let's assume I want my final file to be like with the name aws.csv. Okay, so yeah, these 3 parameters we have passed. So first parameter is the path of the file, which will be our source. Second parameter is our bucket name, and the third parameter is the target file name. Okay, I'll just execute this. Okay, this is executed. Let's go back to our console, and I'll click on this bucket, and I'll just hit refresh. Now you see we have got aws.csv being uploaded in our Amazon S3. Okay, I'll just download this just to show you. See, our file is uploaded, right? So in this way, using just 2 lines of code, using the upload file method, you can upload the files from Amazon S3 buckets. Okay, I hope you got a bit of understanding of how we do this. There is a lot of options into this, which you can definitely explore. So I hope you find this video a bit helpful. If you liked it, just give a like on this, and till then, take care. Thanks a lot for watching.